The screen is visible. Hello. Hello. Is it audible? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Three 43. So in the previous class, we have discussed about the derivation of Hayes bridge. We have discussed. So the R1 equation, we got R1 equal to omega square C4 square R2 R3 R4 1 plus omega square C4 square R4 square here. And then substituting this R1 value in this equation L1, we get the L1 value here. Now C4 R2 R3 divided by 1 by omega square C4 square R4 square. So according to this, the formula of the reactance divided by resistance, the quality factor. So the quality factor of the coil equal to omega L1 by R1 here. So this L1 already we have derived here now. This value is substitute here and the R1 value is substitute here. So arranging the equation by cancelling this term and this term here now, both are same. Denominator will get cancelled here now. And here the omega square, this one R1 divided by or C4 R2 R3 here C4 1 will cancel, R2 R3 will cancel here now. So 1 by omega square C4 R4, the term will be left here. So I told you that one, this is also advanced form of Maxwell equation only, and it is applicable for higher quality factors ratio here. Now higher quality factor here, now more than 10, the quality factor for more than 10 it is applicable here, and it will use a simple equation for quality equations. The identification or derivation of the R1 unknown resistance and unknown inductance value of the formula deriving, it will give complicated equations. But for the quality factor, comparing with these two, you compare with this one and this one, the quality factor equation is very simple here now. So it gives simple equation for quality factor, and the Hayes bridge uses for small value resistance for determining the Q factor. It will operate for the small value of the resistance, but it will give the quality factor higher than 10 here now. So the advantages are there, means some disadvantages are also there. The only disadvantage of this type of bridge is that it is not suitable for the measurement of coil having quality factor less than 10. If the quality factor is less than 10, then it is not applicable. So for the quality factor more than 10 only it is applicable. They have considered ohm here now. So the quality factor actually then it doesn't have any units here. So don't consider that one here. Okay. So next, that is advantages and disadvantages of Hayes bridge. Actually yesterday only we have discussed this derivation. So the next method, this advantage, disadvantage. So to correct that one more bridge is there, that is called Anderson bridge. He also derived the advanced form of Maxwell bridge in his way, that is in a different way he has derived here now. Comparing with the Hayes bridge and the Maxwell inductance bridge, Maxwell capacitance bridge, this is different or not? See this bridge here now. So here some more parallel branches are added here now. Here this one more R which is in the path of the detector they have added here. The path of detector they have added here now, and the capacitor is connected here now. One more junction is created, that is junction is E here. That junction is E, it has created here now. Is it audible or not? Anybody? Please reply. The voice is clear or audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, sir.
So the Anderson bridge gives the accurate measurement of self-inductance of the circuit here now. the self inductance value it is going to give accurately. Which one? Whatever this value it will give, we are going to compare with some capacitance here now. Standard capacitance we are going to compare here now. Fixed capacitor ke saath we are going to compare that one. It is correct or not here now. So the bridge is the advanced form of Maxwell inductance capacitance bridge only here. It is a advanced form of Maxwell inductance capacitance. Previously, the Maxwell inductance capacitance, what will happen here? C4 and R4 both were connected in parallel. Okay. Here also it has connected in parallel, but some more resistance they have added, that is called R here. And the Anderson bridge, the unknown inductance is, whatever this unknown inductance is, compared with the fixed resistance, compared with the, fixed capacitance, which is connected between two arms of the bridge here now. It is connected between two arms. This inductance, self-inductance or unknown inductance is compared with this capacitance here now. Okay, so we have to derive the derivation here now. Before that derivation, some people they are joining here now. The bridge has 4 arms here now. Mainly the bridge has, I will take one more diagram here now with reading and explanation both will happen at a time. So just a minute. I will take this diagram once again here also. Okay, so the bridge has 4 arms, that is A to B, B to C, C to D, and D to A. That is called AD also, we can call that one. It has 4 arms, but one more arms is there, that is DE or CE, we can call that one. That will I will tell here later. Okay, it has 4 arms. The arm AB consists of unknown inductance along with the resistance here now. This arm AB, this one, this branch, it consists of inductance here now, unknown inductance with some resistance here now. Along with some resistance, it is connected here now. And another 3 arms consist of purely resistive arms connected in series with the circuit here now. This is the purely resistive, this is the purely resistive, this is the purely resistive. BC is pure resistance is there here. Yes. Is there any inductors or capacitance here? Try to give the reply. Is there any inductance or capacitance connected here at the branch BC?
No, sir.
Yes. Next, C to D. Is there any inductance here now or capacitance?
No, sir.
No, sir.
And A to D or D to A. Here also only pure resistance is there. So only the arm AV, it has the unknown resistance with some resistance here now. But the branch BC, CD and DA, they don't have any inductance or capacitance here now. So, and the other 3 arms consist purely resistive arms connected in series with the circuit here. All are connected in series here now. If it is, there is no detector at all here. So the static capacitor and variable resistors are connected in series and placed in parallel with the arm CD here now. See here, you consider C to D here now. C to D you consider, or D to C you consider here now. See here, the current will flow like this, and here at balance condition, it acts as an open circuit. Then the current will flow like this. Yes. I2 will come to up to here. I2 will come up to here. Look at carefully. This derivation is little bit complicated and you have to understand. Up to here, the I2 came here now. But at this branch, it will get 2 paths. Some current will flow this side, some current will flow this side. Yes. कोई तो reply दे दो मेरे साथ. Then
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, this whatever this current will flow, that one I will consider I4 here now. And whatever this current will flow, it will flow here and it will get branch here, but it is open circuit here. This one will be open circuit. So because of that open circuit, the same current will flow through this capacitor. Here it will get the path here. Yes.
Yes, sir.
So it will come at this branch here now. So I2 equal to IC, the current flowing through this resistance and capacitance, that is called IC I am considering, and the current flowing through this R4 is I4 I will consider here now. So these two are parallel now. Capacitor C and this R both are in series, and these two series R plus JXC, R minus JXC, R divided by J omega C is in parallel with R4. This branch is in parallel with this branch. Yes, both are in parallel. See here, this is a D point is there. I will use D here now. So here the I2 came here now. From this, it will get two paths here now. One resistance is there, then one capacitor is there. Then it will come to the point. What is that one? C here now. C. Next, another branch is there that is connected. That is one resistance is there that is connected here now. This current I will consider as I4. This current I will consider as IC. This current I will consider as IC. And this is variable resistance that is called R. And this is C here now. So these two are in parallel. We can say this R plus C are in series, and total net Z is in parallel with this R4.
Yes, sir.
That one only I conveyed here now. So the static capacitor and the variable resistor are connected in series. This is the static capacitor and variable resistance. Both are connected in series with the CD arm. Okay, in series and placed in parallel with the CD arm here. Placed in parallel with the R4 here now. So the voltage source is applied to the terminal A to C here now. Here and here the voltage source is applied here now in between the AC here now. Okay, let L1, this is the L1 unknown inductance having a resistance R1. This R1 it has inside that, and R2, R3, R4 are the known non-inductive resistances. These are the known non-inductive. Here also pure resistance is there. This is pure resistance, pure resistance. There is no inductance at all. And C4 is the standard capacitor here. This is a standard capacitor. Here the variable resistance we have used, and this is the unknown resistance. We can call that one. These two are the unknown. Some value of the resistance is connected here now. That is also known value. We are going to call that one. So once the circuit is construction is over, then we have to derive the equation for this L1 and R1 here. L1 and R1 we have to derive here. So to derive the equation here, we have so many complications are there and so many equations we are going to get here. So when the bridge will be balanced, when I can tell that one bridge will be balanced, if the, why some people they are disturbing and they are joining again and again. See here, the galvanometer or detector is connected at this point and this point here now. Yes, this one. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
So when the bridge is balanced, then the current flowing through this one will be 0. It acts as an open circuit here. Yes? It acts as open. When it will be balanced, the potential drop, potential difference between at point B and point E is equal. Then only it will act as a balanced condition. Yes? So if the bridge is balanced, which current is flowing here? I will consider this one as I1 here now. I1. It is I1 here now. I1. And it will come at this condition, this point. If the bridge is balanced, then same current will flow here. Yes? If this
Yes,
is balanced, so I1 equal to I3 we can write here. Current flowing through the resistance R3, that is I3 I will consider. So I1 equal to I3. Can I write like this?
Yes, sir.
So I have written here I1 equal to I3. I1 equal to I3. Next, If the bridge is balanced here now, what will happen? The I2 current will come here. I2 current will come here, but it will get two parallel paths here now. Some current will flow here, some current will flow here. So I2 equal to I4 plus IC. We can write like this. I4 plus IC.
Yes, sir.
So I2 equal to I4 or IC plus I4 we have written here. Yes. Okay. So now this is clearly it is visible, or I will take another one better option. I have solved by using pen and paper also. That one only I will consider. Just a minute. Is it recording or not? Okay. I'll take the next point here. See here. It is visible now.
Yes, sir.
I will take the writing draw here. See here, from the condition here, I1 equal to I3 we have written here. I have considered this one. Next, I2 equal to I4 plus IC we have taken here now. That one also I have written here now. From this equation, we can write I4 equal to I2 minus IC also we can write. From this equation, I4 equal to I2, I will send into LHS and this one become I2 minus IC. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next, what we will do here, I told that one, this potential difference equal to this potential difference, then only the bridge will be balanced. Or this potential difference and this potential difference is equal, then only the bridge also balanced, we can call that one. So potential difference at this point and this point here. Now it may be from here to here and here to here, and it may be from here to here and here to here. Both I will write the equation here now. First, I will consider potential difference between BC to CE. Potential drop across BC equal to potential drop across CE. We have to, if it is both are equal, then the bridge will be balanced. We can consider here now at a balanced condition. So potential drop across this one will be which current is flowing here? I3 or I1, both are same only here now. So I3 R3 we can write here, voltage drop across this R3. I3 R3. So I have written here now I3 R3. Next, this equal to this one here now. Which current is flowing here? IC. So IC into JXC or XC, we can call that one capacitor. JXC equal to 1 by J omega C. So IC into 1 by J omega C, we can write this one. This branch voltage drop across capacitor. Yes.
Sir.
So I3 R3 equal to IC J by J omega C we have written here. Now from this equation we know I1 equal to I3. So I1 R3 we can write here now equal to IC divided by J omega C we have written here now. So from this equation, ये equation से हमको IC formula derive करना है. Can you tell me anyone IC equal to what here? Whatever I have circled by a red line, in that from that figure, I have to write the IC formula.
IC equals to I1 plus J omega capacitor R3.
How you are telling plus? This is denominator is there. When I will send into this factor, it will multiply here now. So IC equal to I1 R3 J omega C. So that one we have written here now. IC equal to I1 J omega C R3 here now. So this one I will consider as equation number 1 here now. Why I am considering means all the places we have to substitute the value of IC here now. This formula the आगे आ रहा है ना, कितना भी expression आने दो, इसका IC formula we have to substitute here. Up to here it is clear. Up to here it is clear. Yes. हाँ बोलो. Clear है? I am asking to you people only. Up to this formula.
Yes,
okay.
Yes, sir.
Next, what we have to do? This is the IC formula we have derived. नेक्स्ट एट द बैलेंस कंडीशन, ये फॉर्म हो गए. नेक्स्ट फ्रॉम हियर टू हियर, A to B and A to E here, where the galvanometer or detector is connected at the point of B and E here. Now this term we have calculated here. Now A to B and A to E we have to identify here. Now A to E here. Now so A to E, what is the voltage drop here? The Z1 equal to capital R1 plus small r1 plus j omega L1. Yes, Z1 impedance equal to capital R1 small r1, because of the inductance, that is XL, we can call that one XL equal to j omega omega L1 here. Now so I1 into R1 plus R1 plus j omega L1, this we can write here. No, voltage drop across AB. Yes, just analyze this one. करेक्ट है क्या नहीं, चेक करो. So this one, the potential drop across the AB equal to I1 Z1 first. So I1 I will write as it is, Z1 equal to this R1 plus capital R1 plus j omega L1. Is it correct? Yes. I'm asking to you peoples only. Anybody will reply?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next, equal to I will use here now. A to B is over now. Where next the branch is connected here. A to E here now. So A to E is nothing but here the R2 is there. I2 R2 plus which current is flowing here? At this small r variable r.
IC.
IC here now. So IC into R we have to consider here. These two resistances are connected in series. Don't consider this part now. This one will consider separately here now. Only A to E you have to consider here now. I2 R2 plus ICR we can write here. So I2 R2 plus ICR here now. This one I will consider as equation number 2. This one I will consider as equation number 2 here now. This is equation number 2 you consider here. Equation number 2 is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next we will come here now. See here, CD is nothing but it has two branches here now. This C to D, it is this R and this CR both are connected in series. These two are connected in series. Starting में explain किया था. Or this one here now. So ICD, whatever the potential drop across C and D we are considering here means, so this one equal to this one here now. So IC R plus 1 by j omega C, IC into R plus 1 by j omega C equal to I4 R4. You can write like this. Yes, another condition here now. Only you consider this part here now. Now you consider this part here now. IC into R plus 1 by j omega C, because these two are connected in series here now, equal to I4 R4. Equal to I4 R4. Can I write like this? Equal to I4 R4. Next, I4 equal to, we have derived here now. I4 equal to I2 minus IC. I have written here now. I4 equal to I2 minus IC into R4. This one we are considering as equation number 3. ये derivation बहुत lengthy है. If you know equation number 1, 2, 3, then by substituting this one we have to calculate the unknown resistance and unknown inductance here. Up to here, if you have any doubts, up to equation number 3, if you have any doubts, you can ask me. अभी पूछ लो, doubt है तो. You can ask no only. Any doubts here? From this one to this one, and from here to here, we have written here. No, already this one equal to this one we have written here. All balance equations we have written here. No, equation number 1, equation number 2, and equation number 3 we have calculated here. Now we have derived here. Equation number 1 will be derived from these two balance equation. Equation number 2 will be derived from here to here, A to E, and equation number 3 is derived from CD across CD. Equation 3 is derived here now. Any doubts? You can ask now only. Doubt hai kya kuch? Can I proceed for the next? Speak out, speak out. बोलने के लिए कुछ पैसा नहीं लगते. I'm asking to you only. Any doubts? अरे है तो है, बोलो कौन सा पार्ट
No,
डाउट है
sir.
वो? हाँ? No doubts?
No, sir.
Okay. Then we'll go for the next slide. I will clear all the whatever the written tabs are there. Next we will go for the, you remember this equation number 1, equation number 2, equation number 3. Now what we will do, here I1 term is there, here IC term is there here. Yes.
Yes, sir.
See, in this IC place, you substitute this value here now. In the place of IC here, in the equation number 2, substitute equation number 1 in equation number 2 here now. So we can remove the IC term. We will get I1 term here also. We get the I1 term here now. I1 j omega C R3 into this R here. You substitute here now. That one only we are going to take in the next slide here now. Substituting equation number 1 in equation number 2. This LHS is same only. RHS I2 R2 will be same here. This in the place of IC I will substitute I1 j omega C R3 here now. I1 j omega C R3 I have substituted here now. Next what you do, you just split this term here now. I1 into R1, I1 R1, plus symbol is there, plus I1 into this R1, I1 into capital R1, plus symbol is there, plus symbol, I1 into j omega C omega L1, I1 into j omega L1 equal to I2 R2 plus I1 j omega C R3 into R is there. This term when I will send into R LHS side, it will become plus or minus. Here the plus is there.
Minus.
Minus. So minus j omega C R3 into R equal to the I2 R2 I have written here. I2 R2 I have written here. Now what we will do, again we will take this I1 outside. Here also I1 is there, here also I1 is there, here also I1 is there, here also I1 is there. To take the outside here, no, directly I1 that, but a term we will send here means again we have to take common here now. R1 plus j omega L1 minus this term here now, j omega C R3 into R equal to I2 R2. This equation number 4 we are going to write here. This is equation number 4. Here in the form of I1 is there, here I2 is there. Again we have to reduce here. Next what you will do, jaisa equation number, in the equation number 2 IC was there, we have substituted equation number 1 in equation number 2. Next equation number 3 you consider here. Here the IC term is there. Yes.
Yes, sir.
And here also IC term is there. Yes.
Yes, sir.
IC term. So in this place of IC, you substitute this I1 j omega CR3 here and here. By substituting equation number 1 in equation number 3, we get, substituting equation number 1 in equation number 3, we get, see here in the place of IC, I have substituted I1 j omega CR3, and this one we have kept as it is, R plus j omega C, and equal to I2 R4 I will kept as it is, minus here in the place of IC was there here also. So I1 j omega C3, j omega C R3 into R4 we have written here. I2 minus IC tha, into R4 we have multiplied here only, both side here now. Now here you have to concentrate here now. Here the I1 term is there. Here also I1 term is there. When I will send into LHS side, this minus term will become
Plus.
plus over there. Here I1 j omega c R3 is there. Here also I1 j omega c R3 is there here, the term. Yes. I1 j omega c R3, I1 j omega c R3. When I will take common here now, so R1 R plus j omega c, when I will send into LHS side, it will become plus. What is the term left here? R4.
R4.
So plus R4 we have written here. I1 j omega c3 into R plus 1 by j omega c plus R4 equal to I2 R4. Equal to I2 R4 here. See here, compare with equation number 4 here now. Here what it is there? Equation number 4 में क्या है? I2 R2 है.
Yes.
What is there here? Term
I2 R4.
I2 R4 is there. I want to get I2 R2 here also in this equation. What I have to do? I have to multiply R2 here and divide by R2 R4. R4 remove करना है, R2 multiply करना है. Yes or no? This equation. I want in this form only. I2 R2 चाहिए मेरे को. Here already I2 है. No need to worry. I2 के साथ क्या चाहिए? R2 चाहिए. R4 remove करना है, divide by R4 कर सकते हैं. So multiply this whole equation by R4 divided by R2 divided by R4 here. I have to do R2 divided by R4 here now. Next, to write here now I1 as it is. I1 as it is. To split this one into, split this term here now. J omega c R3 I will write as it is into R2 by R4 into R2 by R4. Next plus J omega c R3 into 1 divided by j omega c R2 R4 we have multiplied here now, plus this term को भी same I1 j omega c R3 into R4 into R2 by R4 into R2 by R4 equal to I2 R4 into R2 by R4 here now. See here R4 get cancelled. This R4 and this R4.
Yes, sir.
What is the term left here?
I2 R2.
I2 R2.
R2. Here also I2 R2 is there. So LHS you concentrate here now. See here I j omega c R2 R3 R divided by R4. So nothing will cancel here now. We have to keep this one as it is. Here also j omega c is there. Here also j omega c is there. Both will get cancelled. J omega c, j omega c.
Yes, sir.
So R2 R3 divided by R4 is the left term here now. R2 R3 divided by R4 plus there is R4 and R4 here, both will get cancelled. This R4 and this R4. Yes.
Sir.
So the left term is I1 you keep as it is here now. R2, this term you write down R2 R3 divided by R4 plus j omega c R2 R3 into R divided by R4 plus this j omega c R2 R3 here now equal to I2 R2. This is equation number 5. I will consider this one, equation number 5 here. See here, equation number 4 and equation number 5, both the RHS is equal here. RHS of both equation number 4 and equation 5 is equal here now, is same.
Yes, sir.
So we can equate this equation, equating equation number 4 and 5. The LHS will of this one equal to the LHS of this equation number 4 equal to LHS of equation number 5. यावागदर निम बार मेरा कंप्लीट होते सर. Okay. So equating equation number 4 and 5 of LHS we will get here now. I'll go to the next slide. See here. So equating here now I1 R2 R4 plus j omega. This is equation number 5 we have considered here. Equation number 5 we have considered. Next, the RHS of equation number 4 and equation number 5 is same. So equating equation number 4 and 5. So equation number 4 ka LHS I will write down here now. Unmute kiye kya nahi? Okay. Equation number 4 LHS is I1 into small r1 plus capital R1 plus j omega L1 minus j omega C R3 into small r equal to equation number 5 LHS is I1 into R2 by R3 plus j omega C R2 R3 into R divided by R4 plus j omega C R2 R3. So here also I1 is there, here also I1 is there. Both side I1 is there. So that I1 will get cancelled.
Yes, sir.
So I1 will get cancelled here. No, cancel हो गई क्या नहीं?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now what you do? You do the separate the term of real and imaginary term. You separate from here now. You separate the real term and imaginary term here. I will take the LHS side you consider here now. This one R1 plus R1. It is the real term now. Yes. Is there any imaginary part here now? J is there here? No. I1 to cancel होगा इसको. Only R1 plus R1. It is a real term.
Yes, sir.
So is there any other real term in the LHS side? No.
No, sir.
So R1 plus R1 I have written here now. Equal to is there? Equal to write down. From here, which one is the real term here now? Here J is there, so it is not there. Here J is there, it is not there. This one. Is there any imaginary part here? J? No. So R2, R3 divided by R4 here. So R1 plus R1 equal to R2, R3 divided by R4 here now. So our unknown resistance is this capital R1 here. Capital R1 is the unknown resistance. So R1 equal to R2, R3 divided by R4. And this small R1 when I will send into RHS side, here the plus is there. When I will send into this side, it will become
Minus.
minus R1. So this is the R1 equation. We have already got this one for the Maxwell equation also. Same equation we got. Yes.
Yes, sir.
So this is R1 equation. We have unknown resistance we have identified here. No. Next, similarly, you consider the imaginary terms here now. Imaginary terms you have to consider here now. This is the imaginary term j omega L1 minus j omega C R3, j omega L1 minus j omega C R3 into R equal to this j omega C R2 R3 into R divided by R4 plus j omega C R2 R3. See here the j omega is there. Here also j omega is there. Here also j omega is there. Here also j omega is there. Can I take outside this j omega here? Common लेने का इधर भी j omega common लेने का, both will get cancelled.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So j omega is cancelled. J omega is cancelled here. All the places I can cancel the j omega. What is the term left here now? L1 here now. L1 minus, I will write also, just a minute. इधर किधर इधर लिखूं क्या इधर? Okay. The term left is L1 minus C R3 into R, C R3 into R equal to this one C R2 R3, C R2 R3, C R2 R3 into R divided by R4 divided by R4 in plus C R2 R3, C R2 R3 here. Okay. Here minus C R3R is there. When I'll send into this RHS side, it will become plus. This minus
Yes.
C R3R, I will send into RHS side, it will become plus. So L1 equal to this same term CR2 R3 into R divided by R4, I will keep as it is, plus CR2 R3 I will keep as it is, and when I will send into RHS side, it will become plus CR3 into R here. CR3 into R. See here, from these two parameters you consider here, no, these two content here, no, here CR3 divided by R4, CR3 is common here, CR3, CR3, CR3. Either also CR3 is there, here also CR3 is there, here also CR3 is there. Yes.
Yes.
So directly we can write this one as a equation number. So this is the L1 equation. L1 equation लिख सकते हैं directly. और थोड़ा simplify करना है, तो CR3 you take outside here now. So R2 ये R4 नहीं लिया, सोचो अभी आप R4 नहीं लिए, R2 into R divided by R4 into R2 into R only, ऐसा हो जाते हैं. So this denominator also I will take outside here, means I have taken outside, means what will happen, CR3 divided by R4 I will take common here. CR3 divided by R4 here. CR3 दोनों बाहर हो गए, R4 भी बाहर हो गए. What is the left term here now? R2
into R.
R2 into R हो गए. Next इधर से C बाहर लिए और R3 बाहर लिए. What is the left term? R2 here now. 1 by R4 लिए, 1 by R4 वापस मल्टीप्लाई किए तो इसको into R4 करना है, into R4 ऐड किए अभी इधर. R2 into R4 we have added here. Next here also C and R3 we have taken outside here, no, R into R4 is the left term here. So CR3 divided by R4, R2R, R2 R4, R4 R here now. So from these two equation, again here, from here the R is common, here also R is there. Yes.
Yes, sir.
So R will take outside here now, R2 plus R4 plus R2 into R4. You can write here. L1 equal to CR3 divided by R4 into bracket, you use that one square bracket, R into R2 plus R4 plus R2 R4. In this one R2 R4 में लिए, ये भी R2 R4 में ले लिए अभी. Yes. R2 plus R4 plus R2 R4 here. So this is the final equation of the unknown inductance here. Now this one भी लिख सकते direct here also. This is also unknown inductance formula also. This one also unknown inductance formula. Which one you can remember? This is simplified form. This is direct form here. Direct ये भी बोल सकते हैं आपको. After separating the real and imaginary term also, that is also the unknown inductance formula. This is unknown resistance formula here. If you have any doubts up to here, you can ask now. If you have any doubts, you can ask. किसी को कुछ doubt है क्या? Anything you have not understood, then ask me. I will explain once again. कौन सा step नहीं मालूम नहीं हुआ वो पूछ सकते. Up to here, equating equation, there is no problem. I told if you are complicating here, you leave this term. You can remember directly this form only. You can remember here. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So next, we have derived the derivation of unknown inductance and unknown resistance here. Next, some advantages and disadvantages are there here. So in the capacitance, Maxwell capacitance inductance bridge, we were using a variable capacitor or a fixed capacitor here. Here in this bridge, we are varying the whatever the small r is there, that to r we are going to varying here now. In case the adjustment are carried out by manipulating the control over R1 and R, they become independent of each other here now. So this marked the superior superiority over sliding balance condition met with the low quality coils when measuring with Maxwell bridge here. We are manipulating the controlling of over R1 and R, which is the connected in unknown inductance and unknown resistance, as well as which is connected to the detector here. Now, a study of convergence conditions would reveal that it is much easier to obtain balance in case of Anderson bridge than Maxwell bridge of low coils here. अभी ये इक्वेशन इजी है क्या? वो इक्वेशन इजी है, वो तो इजी है obviously, but the balance equation, to write the balance equation here, how many balance equation will get here? Now one equation, equation number 2 and equation number 3. Three balance equations we are going to get here now. Equation number 1, equation number 2 and equation number 3. So as per the quality factors, the balance equation is simpler of the Anderson bridge comparing with the Maxwell bridge here now. And one more advantage is that instead of using the variable capacitance in the Maxwell bridge, we are using a fixed capacitor. A fixed capacitor can be used instead of variable capacitor as in case of Maxwell bridge. Maxwell bridge ने हमने variable use की, which is connected in parallel with R4 and C4, both are connected in parallel. That is a variable capacitor. That is the disadvantage of that one also, because the variable capacitors have high cost over there. That is the one more disadvantage we can tell that one. Here we are using a fixed capacitor. Third one, a bridge may be used for accurate determination of capacitance in terms of inductance. We are going to measure the inductance and comparing with the standard capacitance here now. For that reason, it will give the accurate determination here now. So the complication of this one, that one, the additional junction point is required here now, which will be difficult for the shielding the bridge here now. We have to shield that one, soldering bulletin, we have to shield that one. So that is difficult here now. So compare with the Maxwell bridge, which bridge derivation is difficult, this one or Maxwell bridge? अभी derivation solve किया ना, which one you were thinking that complex form here now? Complicated कौन सा है इसमें? ये derivation का easy है क्या? Maxwell derivation easy है?
Maxwell derivation.
So this is the Anderson bridge is more complex than the prototype Maxwell bridge here. The derivation is easy, difficult. We have to calculate the values, and it has more parts comparing with that one. Here it has more resistances value, means the shielding will be difficult, complicated to do the connection and all the thing here. No, so that is the to bring the balance को लेके आने के है ना, that is also difficult here. No, for that reason it is more complex than the Maxwell bridge. You can say that one here. So it completes the all measurement of inductance here now. How many bridges we have discussed for the measurement of inductance, self-inductance? Maxwell inductance bridge, Maxwell inductance capacitance bridge, Hayes bridge, and Anderson bridge here now. 4 bridges we have discussed here. Now out of these 4 bridges, anyone will take for the practical here. Now, already Maxwell bridge we have discussed. One more will take that one here now. So it completes the measurement of inductance. Next we'll go for the measurement of capacitance. We'll go that one here. D-Shorty bridge is there and Shearing bridge is there. Already we have discussed the Shearing bridge, the practical. Okay. So D-Shorty and Shearing bridge, it both will complete. It will take one class only. It will finish it over there. So in the next class, we'll finish the 3rd unit. So we'll stop here only. Measurement of capacitance we'll discuss in the next class. One more thing I want to discuss. The scholarship I have asked you people, CBC scholarship, so many people you are not doing that work. So finish it as early as possible. Already have displayed the name of the students. I will open the list also. Another 4 minutes time is there. Just a minute. Where it went? So the capacitance bridge will continue in the next class. We'll stop the recording here only.